Good morning, monkeys. Welcome to another episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic for iPad. And yes, this is episode number 25. Yeah, I'll never do that again. Episode 25. Sorry I did not deliver this one to you guys yesterday. I actually spent the day rebuilding this area based on some really great suggestions by Keone Spears, my diehard fan. Woohoo! Thank you, Keone. So I wound up rebuilding our walkway here up to our hotel. Threw in some garden trellises. Trellises, what would you call this? Would you call these like little gazebos, maybe? Maybe. I think it's a gazebo. We'll call it a gazebo, right? It's these little gazebos for people to sit in if they're getting tired walking this long runway all the way down to the hotel from the park and vice versa. But yeah, so pretty cool idea. Thank you, Keone, on this one. So I threw these gazebos, very simple, small, and then this whole episode is garden work and just finishing up this entire area and preparation for the final set of episodes that'll be coming up. Yeah, we're almost done with this park. Can you believe it? I can't. Wow. It's been this entire Q-teen, essentially, that I've been doing this park. So I hope you guys enjoyed the trip so far. I think after I do this, we've got one more area I'm going to surprise you guys with. I've already got it planned out. I dreamt about it, actually. It was pretty cool. I got a really great idea planned out for the next area, which is going to kind of blow your minds a little bit. I'm thinking very... You know what? I'm going to just put one phrase out there for you guys so you can figure it out on your own, maybe. And you comment below and tell me what you think it's going to be. I'm going to say New York World's Fair 1946. No, 1964. Sorry. Okay? Think about that and what you think the next area is going to be and comment below. If you can comment by tomorrow. If not, not a big deal. Because I'm going to post it tomorrow morning. But yeah. So moving on. I made this entire walkway super garden heavy. I wanted it to be filled with these topiaries. I love the topiaries. These have always been fun the entire time I've been playing this game since 1999. They always end up in my parks. So super fun topiaries. And then a lot of garden work. So what I wound up doing is I clip a lot of this garden work so you don't have to see me plugging endless amounts of trees and bushes. But I, again, wanted you to see my technique a little bit. And then there you go, boom, all done, right? So we've got these massive waterways that go on either side of the walkway with huge fountains up the side. I wanted it to feel very grand, right? Think Disneyland Paris. And think of their hotel and how they have that set up. It's just very grand. It's a grand entrance, a grand walkway, the whole deal. So again, here we got a lot of tree work going in, and we skip right past that, so you're welcome. And that's what that looks like. I wanted it to be like very dense and very heavy in foliage. So here, I decided to create a really cool garden work. Again, just some garden sculptures, if you will, out of the tulips, and created those on either side of our hotel. So again, so it just has a really great feel to it. I wanted it to be very light, very fun. And again, in the signature colors of our park, which are pink and white. And unfortunately, we'll have to sit through the bushwork on this one because I wanted you to see this full picture come to light. But yeah, so what do you guys think? I mean, I think it's going to come out pretty good. I like the way it looks. I dropped a teaser picture on YouTube today and posted it on the Discords as well. So yeah, I mean, tell me what you guys think. Moving on from there, we threw in our French tree. Again, I love these trees. I don't know why France always comes to mind when I put trees like this in, these tall, skinny trees. But they're Mediterranean, they're Italian, they're Spanish. I love them. I think they're stunning. And they go in every park as well. of mine. It's a really great grand feel, right, to your parks. And I'm all about these tall, skinny bushes. So let's talk a little bit about industry news. What's going on in the world? Well, yesterday, Six Flags released a update to what their reopening process is going to look like. Right now, May 22nd is the date that the parks are showing to open, but as of right now, I can tell you that Six Flags Great Adventure, which is my home park, has not had any rumblings as of yet as to when they're opening and what's going on with that there. But what I can say that I know all about, and I'm super excited to say I know about, is that most likely we'll see parks opening around the country by mid-May with the Six Flags Corporation, again, with restrictions in place. So what do those restrictions look like? Well, obviously a mask has to be worn. There's going to be taped off areas on the ground. They're going to be looking at the virtual ticketing system as well as the virtual queue system as well, and how that could work out for the park. I think all of these things are great ideas, and I think they're gonna really skyrocket the projected opening time for these parks. I think if they can do it overseas and it's working well overseas, we can do it here. You know, I'm fully confident in that. With that being said, some really good news, actually. There was a leak out of SeaWorld Orlando. Buzz on the Street says that they're getting the very first surf coaster from B&M. Surf coaster. What the heck is a surf coaster, you ask? Well, my guess is it's going to be a new ride system where the trains are sideways, or the seating is sideways, and you literally surf. Like you go like a surfboard, right? So this is what I'm picturing in my head. You know, it's funny. I designed this in my head like 20 years ago. I'm not kidding. I'm totally honest with you. Same thing with the Axis coaster. I designed that in my head as well. Both of which automatically pop up out of nowhere. Coincidence? I think not. All right, back to the video here. So we're building out some cabanas, right? Love cabanas. I'm all about a cabana. When I go to any type of pool at a hotel, right? I stayed in a cabana when I was at the Aria Hotel out in Las Vegas last month. Fantastic! All right, fast forward now. We're building out our station. Now, this station here is going to be our master station. This is the station that houses both the monorail system as well as our chairlift. What do I love about this station? Well, it's a dual-sided station, right? We've got one side which is going to mimic the Grand Hotel and Resort, its aesthetics, and the other side is going to be a giant castle, right? Who would have thought of that? I mean, hello, talk about immersion much? Thank you. Really great idea on my part, I must say. Moving on from there. I know I'm fantastic. I can't help it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I had a little bit of trouble building this out, you know. I think about how I would do it in Planco, and I would cut out the basic shape first of the building, and then I would, put the windows on top of it and the roof on top of it and build out from there. But you can't do that in this game, right? Because once you put something in place, if you put something in front of it, it's gone. It's hidden, and you can't put windows on top of, wall pieces. That doesn't work. So what do you do? So that's more or less what I was futzing around with a bit here. And again, I wanted to be symmetrical on both sides. A simple station, but still has an air of grandeur to it. That was the intention behind it. And I hope that translates. I love the fact that you're out on the chairlift right over that canopy, and then just go up and whoop, there you are. You are going straight up there. And I love that. I love the way that looks. It looks so cool. Oh my goodness. I'm such a great artist. Don't mind me. All right, building out our roof again. Similar thing. I built out a center right here too in gray, just so I have a good comparison or a good marker as to where the front and the back of this building will be. Again, my favorite trees. Hi, trees. Now I was gonna put a balcony there, and not a balcony. It's a little fence there, like the trellis, not the trellis, the edging that I was doing. But I wound up putting a balcony up. I just again, it looked so bland there, so I went with that. And then our towers, as I always build towers. Call me Tower Monkey. Woohoo! All right, I love that facade. I think it came out really well. I think there's some question I have a little bit about the foliage I do around it. I may change it, I may not. I don't know, we'll see. But as we progress down, I look at... Then I see this pink sticking out, and I'm just like, ugh, I hate the pink. So I went back to this peach color, just again to match it all the way down. And I think it worked out really well. It looks great next to those magnolia trees, the same coloring. It's just, again, it speaks to the, what's the word I want to use? Theming, or speaks to the vibe that we've created. And again, once you're inside of this red carpet here, you don't get lost, or you do get lost in the theming, or as Disney says, lost in the magic. All right, so on this side here, I'm building out our castle, and again, it's just a simple box out. Nothing too crazy. I wanted it to be just a very simple station from this side. And, I do a little bit of back and forth here. I was definitely having trouble because at first it looked too boxy. And symmetry is great, but when it looks boring, it's not fun to me, right? I like things to be more than not fun. I was debating putting a tower in the center. Don't ask, I had so many ideas. It was a mess, but I like what I do at the end, in the end of it, to be honest with you. I think it comes out quite fantastic, and I'm pleased with it, so. All right, so as I'm putting in the roof here, I noticed that, oh my God, all my walls disappear. And I'm like, okay, I got to remake those, which wasn't a big deal. It was actually a very simple build, but you see that pause there. I was like, oh, fudge. How do I fix that? Man, the trials and tribulations of a designer. So as we're building this out now, I'm looking at this. You see what I'm saying? How boxy this looks? To me, it's too much. Too boxy. Boxy, boxy. Boxy, roxy, roxy, boxy. Don't ask where any of that came from. All right, so continuing on here. I'm excited to get myself in a theme park. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot wait. We've got so many ideas of where to go. Whatever park opens up first, me and my friends, we're just gonna up and go. And I'm hoping that we can get out there. I really want to get my vlogging back on. I want to get my coaster riding on. I'm bored as heck in the house. I know we all are, don't get me wrong, but I miss my roller coasters. All right, so there we are. We built out that building there. Don't ask. Anyway, so now I was like, okay, how am I going to do this here? And then I've had the idea. If any of you know anything about Holland, Holland is famous for their what? Tulip fields. So I thought, wow, how cool would it be if I did like a massive design of tulips here surrounded by this like border of trees. And lo and behold, here you go. Tulips, tulips, I love my tulips. Yeah, no, I don't know. So, but yeah, I thought this was a little fun idea here again to fill in all this space. I didn't want more bushes. I thought bushes were boring. I mean, I could have put in, another building over here, but I gotta be honest with you, I've exhausted my ideas, I feel. I don't know. This is why I need you guys to help me. You're supposed to be my peoples. My peoples are supposed to give me ideas. You guys, I'm running short here. But it's cool. Keone, you're the man. Everyone else, dropping the ball. Really dropping the ball. But yeah, look at that. Tulip fields. How cool is that, right? And I did the same thing on the other side. Again, similar feature here. I thought this was super fun. And not identical, right? We didn't want it to be super symmetrical, but again, to give the same air of the same kind of vibe on both sides. And just to close it off. And then we do all of our borderline of trees all the way around. And there at the edge. And I can't complain. I really love the way this hotel came out. I love the way... Oh my God, look, I just realized the top of my gazebo is not there. I've got to put that in. I know what I'm going to put there. Look at that. See? Sometimes you got to leave a project and come back to a project and you're like, aha, I know exactly what's going to go there. We're going to do an open window ceiling roof thingy. Yeah, so there we are. We got all those in, and now we've got more tree work, which I hopefully, and I'm pretty sure I do, fast forward quite quickly. I'm waiting. I don't want to sit here and watch trees all day. You know, your editing sucks, dude. No, seriously. What's with the trees? So many 10 trees. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a lot of trees. Oh, why didn't I skip past this? Oh my goodness. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think I'll just sit back here in silence for a couple minutes. We borderline that out. Look at that. Now we get the border going in. Oh my goodness. I told you I was going to skip the tree work. I'm sorry. I forgot, I guess. But yeah, all right. So now, here we are. There we go. We've got our entire thing all built out. Look at that. Love the way that looks. So I got to tell you, this is, I think, maybe the 5th or 6th hotel I built ever in this game. Ever. I've played since 1999. I love it. I love the way it came out. It looks just so grand and majestic. I love the pool in the back with the wraparound river outside. Just again, it's just got a really great grand feel to it. And that's what we wanted to create here. All right, cool. So thank you so much, guys, for joining this episode. Thank you, Keone Spears, for everything you've got to say. Don't forget to hit me up on Patreon if you like what you see here. Keep the cause going, right? Every little bit helps. And thank you so much, guys, for all that you've done. Catch you guys next time on Coaster Monkey Studios. Ciao.